opinion for me. Doctor, good morning. Welcome. Good afternoon.
Doctor, play it together. So what are the rules? Numbers like 1, 2.
Go Jen.
One is hold on.
One is hold on.
Yeah.
What is
Pick 2. 14. Go Jen to the market. Yeah.
Okay.
We're not using 8 as this is suspension. No, we are using just 1.
Then 20. What do you want?
What do you want? Yeah. I need.
What can you not check with?
You can check with everything.
Go Jen. Then you can't check with Jen.
You can't check with 20. Let's not check with 20.
14.
You can check with 14.
You are judging someone, or you see that okay, there are some people who will be like, I don't like someone that people are always around him. Like, if you see this one, they all want to be around him, this, that, fine. It is nature. It is not him that is inviting them. It is because they like his vibe. And all these things are what makes relationship work. You understand? You have a point.
Yes, I'm sorry, I really am sorry. Sorry. In that very example, that's not a red flag. That person is actually likable.
Which one is that?
Like someone be likable and the partner is thinking, why is everybody always around me?
There are some people that they don't want you to associate that as a red flag.
Girls, people don't want you to associate.
Everything a red flag is this.
When I was just one guy like this, he had this clique, and that clique they are mostly girls. So I was like that. You just clique it, stop for me then. Come for relationship and
What is a red flag for you?
Now the question. Are you saying this person in question should not keep friends? Have you seen any other thing to convince you
Can I
that?
answer? Can I answer?
Have you seen things?
Let me tell you, sir, sorry, I was sorry. Please boss, sorry. My eye don't see here. When a man that I'm interested in, or we're about to start something, or if a man interested in start something, has a clique of female friends, or a female bestie,
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, I ain't done. Sir, that's it. Why? They don't chop my eye. That's 1. 2. I'm not saying they should stop being friends though. But in everything there should be boundaries.
I'm just saying hi.
Let me I have seen sir, I have seen a situation, not me, a man and his female bestie, they were doing stuff, and the babe of the guy didn't know. Because the guy will come play with the babe too, because the babe was not coming, oh, you're my guy's best friend, you're my guy's best friend. You see these blinds, that babe, she was blind. She no see. Red flags, bam.
So in your own case, was it the fact that he was always around ladies, or you actually caught him?
No, I never caught him doing anything. Sir, the red flag is you not creating boundaries. I'm not going to cheat my body. See, I cheat my other male friends. No. The access other girls should have to my boyfriend should be restricted. You don't come telling me bestie. No.
Yeah, that was why I said, did you see anything personally to make you think
you don't need to see anything? See,
I am different. I think I'm because I am so calm. I don't get
Let me see if you're this is where I'm back. I don't think you should think about it like that.
I believe in boundaries.
I feel in relationships.
Even as a best friend and a girl and a boy, and you think of it, even myself, I know I have a best friend and the person is a guy, and then when we're just friends, when I come around and the girl is around, I always feel very uncomfortable. I was telling Gilly, I always feel uncomfortable when he's trying to treat me in a special way, especially when the girl is around. And then I know sometimes when I'll be hungry, and I just call, sorry, how far now? We just finished training. I need food, after I get food, because he knows how to cook. I'll come, and then he will not tell me that the girl is around. And when I get there, the girl is, I just get very upset. I'm like, why did you do like this? No nice. So that shows that you respect the boundary. Like, you make him remember, no, what you're doing is not nice, even though you're just doing it with a clear conscience. I feel.
You see,
Do
now,
you know the way I look at
from my own
relationships? So I just want to say something. You know, the way I look at relationships, I feel like before I take an action, I will put my partner in my shoes. If my partner does this thing to me, how would I feel? And if I know I won't feel nice, even a little bit, I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. That's how you're able to maintain a balance and peace. Like,
well, I think that takes us back to the issue of variation, individuality, and personally, I don't get jealous. I don't, you know, I don't get jealous.
It's not about being jealous. It's not about
No, wait, I'm getting somewhere with it. Calm down. I am getting somewhere with it. Wait, people came together, we thank God.
You understand? What happened is, you don't say. You don't say. Even God Himself said it.
As a boss, I don't believe you. When you say
Human being, man.
I will decide.
I don't think it's about jealousy. I don't think it's about what is right. It's not about jealousy. Setting boundaries. It's setting boundaries are very important.
See, you can
Yes.
no. You will say
See, I have seen enough now. Doesn't mean I am not.
Mr. Dani, you say you have control over your emotions.
I do.
Sure, you understand. But don't say you don't get jealous.
so I'm not
But wait.
Everyone gets jealous at some point.
Jealous people they don't have control. Are you saying that people who get jealous don't have control?
No,
Now you understand what I'm saying. There is being jealous. You just mentioned about jealousy. Being jealous on the basis like this, I don't.
sir.
If I trust you enough, see, there's something I've seen enough.
If
If you trust people enough, you won't go some
I
lengths
don't
with
think
them.
this thing is about jealousy.
You won't go some lengths with them.
Please, let's share something straight. This is now. Me, I gave my own example. I'm not talking. The girl is supposed to be the jealous one.
Yes.
But I'm the one telling him what to do. So it's not about
Because you know
jealousy.
what's right
Because
and
I know
what's
that certain boundaries are very important. So you don't tell me that because I'm setting boundaries, I'm jealous. So people should have a limit. You should know what you should do part time, know what to do in a particular space and what not to do. I can't go to my office and start behaving anyhow because I'm close to my boss or because I have the right to talk and because I can talk, I can now start behaving. No, there's a difference. So it's not about being jealous. We're not jealous for trying for setting boundaries. So it's not me telling, like, her own is different. She said, don't talk to anybody or don't do anything. No.
That's extreme. That's where my point is. It is extreme.
No, setting boundaries go affect setting boundaries are just
Okay, we have people with even male friends, male chicks like that. She gets that, and not necessarily females. You understand? Like myself and Mr. David, we are very close. She understand? But there are some things that when I do, she gets and notice, he'll call me to order. You understand? Like, you did this thing. Adjust. Or the way you take on this approach, it's not proper. You understand? The guide and the advice. But it's just that, let's just say this age of guys and girls, the knowledge is just
we overlook things, that's the thing. We overlook a lot of things.
overlook anything.
Is it that they don't know or they are just ignoring?
They don't know most of the time. It's just like, I see you doing this thing, and I want to try it out. Many young ones are getting married today without even knowing what relationship is all about. You don't even you haven't been friends for even 2 or 3 months. You haven't known each other, you haven't studied each other for some time,
Yeah, begin to consider.
and then because you just came, you are opportune to have
Someone
a
is
certain
getting married.
amount.
They met
Certain
themselves
amount.
on TikTok.
You
Mr.
understand?
Ibu's daughter, right?
So, under a very short period, and then the decision is okay, I have the resources. Let me just get married to this person so that I can start building family. That's why you have a lot of divorce out there
Yeah.
on a daily basis.
Now people are beginning
Because
to make
they don't
mistakes.
even know what marriage is all about.
They don't.
They don't know what it takes to hold a home. They think it is just have the money and have an apartment and start building, having kids. It is more than that. You have to be tolerated, you have to understand each other. So there are some certain things,
You have to
but
trust each other.
especially I think we are actually debating from the topic. So this red flag of a thing should be minimal. Yes, there are red flags. But you should, okay, someone came to your dear politely. You understand? So someone you don't know, but maybe the person has been following you for a while, and then maybe one day the person just sent you a DM. You responded, maybe the person is now trying to communicate. But there are even a lot of girls today that are single, they will be there out, they will be out there telling everybody, this year is gone again. Is this how this year will end? I don't have a relationship, this, that. But then you have a lot of people in your DMs that you left hanging. You never responded to their text or something. You didn't even give them a chance. You didn't check them out like, okay, let me even hang out with this person and see if how nice he is or she is. She understand. So basically it's just that there are red flags, but we have to be observant as well. Then let's be wise.
Thank you. So I just want us to summarize this whole thing about red flags and setting boundaries and then jealousy. As a guy or a girl, like I was saying, it's not about jealousy, it's not about trust. I trust you as whoever I'm dating, I trust you, or I trusted you before getting involved in that relationship. But then you should learn to respect me. So you should not abuse the fact that, oh, I'm a nice person, I'm kind, I won't say anything. Oh, my babe is very quiet, my babe, she's understanding. That's what we do. Like, we hurt people hiding under these excuses. Oh, my babe is understanding. My babe accepts everybody. She's kind, so she's friendly. And then you bring in people into your house. You bring in family, you bring in friends. People say a lot of things. Like there's certain gestures that are really discomforting. That as an individual, you feel very uncomfortable when people do this to you. But because you think, yeah, I should not get jealous because jealousy is not supposed to be part of me, whatever. If you want to target jealousy, I feel it's setting boundaries. I feel it's respect. I feel it's you. Yes, respect, basically, respecting your relationship, respecting your spouse, that's what you should be doing. So it's not about whether I'm jealous or whether I have a degree in jealousy. No, maybe I'm not even jealous, but I just feel it's the right thing to do. So if you're dating somebody or you have a friend, you should know when to tell your friend to stop. Know when to tell the person that the person is being too much. You should not just pretend like, oh, it's normal. Everybody, we all have our friends and we can relate. And no, I beg, sometimes it's very, very overwhelming and tiring. So let's go back to why we are here. So there are key things that we need to understand when it comes to this whole thing about taking off the rose-colored glasses. Someone said something, there's a difference between wishes and then dreams. Sometimes you just wish that you own a car. I'm going back to the roses thing. I wish I own a car. Does not mean I'm dreaming to own that car. So when you have dreams should not just stop at you dreaming. My friend said it shouldn't stop at you dreaming. You should work towards achieving your dreams. So yes, you painted this scenario in your heart or in your mind, and then you're seeing this very beautiful picture with your tinted glasses. But you should not stop at just imagining it. Oh, I want to own this house. You shouldn't just stop at, oh, I want to own the house. I slept and I saw myself owning the house. You should stop at you dream. You should end at you achieving that particular thing. I want to own the house and I'm working towards it. I want to date this kind of a guy. And then you've already written out the kind of guy you want. It's not you. Someone said, you shouldn't come and tell me that, oh, I don't want a liar as a date or a boyfriend. I don't want a pretender. Like I did. So people lie. They lie for different reasons. So you should not tell me that, oh, what are the things you want in a guy? I don't want a guy that pretends. Before I used to say it, I always say that I don't like pretense. I don't like people who are not sincere. I hate liars, and I don't want to date anybody like that. But it's just something that everybody does. Sometimes you don't do it because you're a liar. You don't do it because you want to lie. But circumstances present themselves to you, and the only option. Please, guys, I'm not encouraging lies here, please. But that's just the truth. You should not tell me that I don't want to date a liar. I don't want to date someone that's. Now these days guys cheat and then they tell you they are polygamous in nature. So it's just like it's just normal, like it's not a regular thing. So my friend said you should be specific with what you expect from people. Telling me that you don't want a liar is not you being specific about the kind of guy you want, because anybody can just lie. Telling me you don't want a pretender, even you yourself, you pretend a lot. So I looked at this person, I listened to this person talk, and I was like, are you actually making sense? So we need to start setting like better expectations, relevant, reasonable things that you know that, oh, this person didn't do it. He said he made use of the word vague. Things like lie, pretend, they're just vague, like because it's just there, it's normal. When you set boundaries like, oh, please, what are the boundaries you can actually set? No, not boundaries, expectations you want in a relationship. Because I don't want to be talking.
Before you say that, I want to ask a question. Should we see some things as normal now, like lying? I would say you can't have a society you don't like. I think say you can't have friendships now. It's natural.
Sir, the moment
I would say I am not from the kind of one minute.
Everything came out. You are not justifying it.
Oh wait, I'm to answer that question. Sorry. I am beginning to look like a saint amongst you now. I am not painting that picture. I am not. But I am saying, haven't you guys been with people that says the truth always?
Mba.
They will say it so much that it's even what you
Mba. Liars.
Or liars. Then you need to change it. Don't be
Mr. Dami, like people like you. People like you.
okay, I understand. Lie to protect you.
Well, sir, that thing feel vex me.
Why you bringing lie?
Mr. John, what if you don't like?
Lying to protect how
It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you say the truth always.
It doesn't mean that I should say the truth.
It doesn't mean that you say the truth every time.
I'm not comfortable with it.
So you
I'm
just
not comfortable lying.
That's why I don't like.
No, it's no.
Probably because of my age. Because it
That's
is
not what I'm saying. No, but we're not liars. We're not liars here. We're not saying we are liars. We're saying what the society is.
sir, I just really feel like you just lie.
It is natural.
Wait.
It is natural. You can be.
There is one thing. We can exist in an atmosphere of transparency.
Are you okay? Shut up.
We can always.
The picture you sent is not
Said, you can lie to protect me. What if you say the truth? Lie.
There's a gun to my head. There's a gun to my head.
If they don't lie, the relationship will not be sweet.
If you can't accept that,
You ask a guy, tell me.
So there's a gun to my head. Let's say I'm your girlfriend. There's a gun to my head. And for them not to shoot me, you need to lie. You will not lie.
don't get. Wait.
That's
That's why I'm saying that it is not every time.
Wait.
Did you guys too? Mara. Mara.
This is not an evidence.
You
You
understand?
know that.
Some people have PhD in lying.
Some people will just tell you
Yes,
like
You say PhD.
you
Some
will
people
beat
will
them.
just start a conversation
You gap them.
and start
But they
telling
don't like.
stories
I have seen
that are not.
So I have told myself, sometimes when you lie to people, you need more lies to back it up. So why the hell do I have to?
There's some
So
lies that
for
you
that
stop.
lie against you back. Why
That's why I said they have PhD.
Tell them that they need some light so that the relationship can be sweet. Say it. Say it.
Mara's advert is not encouraging people to be liars. That's not what we're saying. But we're trying to tell you what the society is like. What we're like.
My boss asked me where I disagree. But she fit tell me I come out.
The fact that lying, like, there is no human being that doesn't lie. There is no human being that will not lie. Depends on the degree.
I'm sorry,
Your personality just depicts honesty. honesty. You can lie in between and you change who you are. I'm honest. Me, I'm an honest person. I can say anything, but I lie to my conscience. When the circumstances demand for it, I can tell my
always come.
exactly. I told my boss that on Fridays after our CS meeting by 4, left with him. I'm supposed to come to the office after 6. But my exactly. No, so with demand. So I painted a picture that I made it very elaborate. I'm the welfare committee. I do nothing actually. This is what happens, and it's stretches out until 5 p.m. I set myself in that situation, but I'm still an honest person. I can't be more than like, but I have to tell you, that's different from me lying about my background, me lying about my feelings to cheat somebody. That's different from me lying about my plans, because there's something I'd rather not tell you something than tell you that. I don't tell you.
My point exactly.
I don't tell you my plans about something.
When you don't tell people some things, that they get to know later, doesn't mean you like it.
No, that's when you have a problem, because I have an issue with something happening. Like I said, I needed somebody to tell me something. That information could have saved me. But then you're holding it because you don't want to lie, you don't know how to prevent it. What is that information? It's still a lie.
Wait, so see, a lie is something you say or fail to say.
No, I am not.
You can lie by saying, and you can also lie by failing to say.
I'm not a bad at it.
You don't hold information from me. You don't hold information from me because you
Lie and lie, I beg.
What she's describing to me is lying.
Yes, it's still lying.
You're saying something you is not true, and also failing to say something relevant. Sorry. Yeah.
Not saying something does not.
Because some people can make it technical and be lying to you.
How are you doing? And she's not able to explain. I'm fine. But meanwhile, there's a lot has happened to her, like that day particularly. So what do you think? Is that like if I don't know it, it's fine. I know they could have it's fine. No, I mean, better than that.
Don't get.
I don't really care. I don't say that. I can't even feel what we like that. I mean, it would be horrible.
Because I really feel like in even in text, you can tell too. And if your baby is not fine, and you can see she's not fine, even my friend, I can be like, tell me what's wrong, like just calm down, relax, and people tell me.
I just said something. You have to understand the tone of the person. Like I know I said, I know yes.
Yeah, so
Imagine somebody
normally, you know, if you ask her how are you, she's going to give you details. In details, not I'm just fine, not I'm fine. She's going to give you details. Oh, I did this, I did that, I'm okay, I had a stressful day, this is that. You understand?
That kind of person, if
So,
the person just says,
and then tomorrow you're not asking how are you, she's not telling you I'm fine.
Thank you.
Lecture, Mr. Dami.
Something is wrong.
You know, some
I started giving you that
people make
response.
flips. They flip. This moment they're happy. You know, so they have the swings. and-
Mood swing.
What if at that time she doesn't want to talk?
When you ask, when you ask
Ask about
again,
knowing
when
that
you
person.
ask, when you are inquisitive
About knowing
and
that
she did not respond, then
give her the space, not just.
So you give that space.
Sorry.
No, love. It's different from the picture you're creating.
this place is not like you are not talking to her.
Yes, like let her calm down.
Okay, that period is not on.
In a few hours or in an hour, you check back. How are you?
Different religions, different
That's why to me,
ethnicity and all. And because of this, we are always having to meet people outside and we have to fit things with their own style. I dated someone one time and she was from an abusive relationship. She actually called me one day. Can't you just call me one day? She explained to me that the previous guy, any small thing, to the extent that she did something midnight, I've told you before, she ran away midnight. I did not grow up in a kind of, in our vicinity. I didn't grow up seeing my dad beat my mom, or my dad asking my mom to leave, or my dad lying to my mom. Or not
I'm just saying in my own case. So in our own case, I can assure you she's from a very perfect home. But she met this devil over there, and this guy will beat her for any single thing.
That's our rose-colored glasses. That's our rose-colored glasses.
They move the glasses.
Once you have the argument, and I kind of like raise her, why now? She do like this. Like, trying to
She's still living in her past. Her imagination
Yes.
She does like this when nobody raises hands on her head.
And that can also be a rose. That's not the tinted glasses and all of that's another scenario. So those kind of persons, they like you need a friend, you need a doctor, you need somebody to take that away, like remove that veil that is covering your life. If they don't take it off, every other relationship is the same. You expect to her, that's the best relationship, that's the perfect.
That's the standard.
Yes, that's the standard.
Sorry, that takes me to another point. At some point, she got angry that I do not get angry, I don't really know that guy. She went back to that guy.
Good at talking.
She went to that guy. She went back to that guy. She beat him again.
It's love.
She went back to that guy.
Because there's so many men in abusive relationships that they don't realize that that is the home of toxicity for them. They don't realize that. And even men, I have seen men in abusive relationships where these men are beating them, and they're staying there because there's this be a man or don't touch. Honestly, I'm not an advocate for beating men, but if I was a man and my woman beats me, like beats me shaky, I will run away. And if she don't let me run away, I will beat her.
The guy that
Weird.
is why he beats him everything.
And she lied.
Oh,
And
no,
she
no.
said it.
She
And the
insisted to make the guy
man
do that.
lost so much, lost movie roles, his net worth, and the woman did not get
The man
charged.
beats this guy every day.
Oh.
Like, floods this guy steady.
Who's that Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp.
When dead.
Steady.
And she lied before.
She moved to steady. She made the guy look bad.
Maybe she lied that she was one being abused. And you know how
Oh, you man, this movie go.
It's not shaking.
In my life, I need to generate. Guys,
Doesn't make it right?
you don't make it right. So you don't say
It's
you
not
men. So you don't say you
No, you man, under this movie go. Really.
No,
Okay. On Twitter. I'm sorry to
I don't think it was.
I do not like generalization.
You can come and see how it looks.
Because I've had the best father, one of the best parents and whatnot. So I'm not going to say you men, because I've got very good men in my life to respect.
Okay, for this lady this example I mean, even if I mention her name, most of you know because it's popular on
Yeah, don't worry.
This person in question, despite the fact that I've been with this stupid guy and everything, she still went back. The last thing that broke us off, she just came back and she has a proposition. She went back to the guy. I said, I was angry. I was furious. It's natural for me. But I was like, okay. Probably because I still like her. But then I realized it will keep happening. She already set the standard for her life herself. She wants to be with a rough man. Go ahead, be with an idiot. I don't care. Not anymore. Not that I say you me. She ain't mama go you.
I think she doesn't know how to. She can't deal with the fact
She's just a different
it's not, yes, and it's not easy.
She's into the guy.
It's actually not easy for most
Women
people.
don't share a CP.
She's into
We
the
don't
guy.
share one brain. What happens with female A will most likely not apply to female B. That's why I don't like seeing things like you women said, women are scum, men are scum, women did this, women did. I'm like, would you shut the fuck? Who is you women? The moment I now begin to say, if this thing happens to your mom, you nasty dead.
Yeah.
God, boiling. It's your mother, not a woman.
Your mother is a woman, and that's why it's not like
Your mother is a woman, your sister you still be a woman. So this whole you women, your family applies. But the moment you say put yourself in that position, don't call my family, don't call my family, why don't call my mommy?
But if you are talking about this percentage is high.
Percentage of what? I'm sorry, sauce. What's your sauce? Sir, your sauce. I would really I would appreciate it if you let me know your
Like
sauce. Who
the
did
sauce.
this? Yes, the source of your statistics.
Myself.
No, your statistics. Source of this, your statistics. I really like a situation whereby when you're bringing something, you bring facts. You do not tell me the percentage like when nobody has done the survey.
Similar thing.
How many women have you experienced?
And then another person comes to tell you
The exact same thing.
exact or similar thing.
Out of billions of people.
Actually, there's no
You
statistics.
understand?
There's no statistics for this. Nobody has actually gone to
It's
do
not about
research.
your immediate environment.
You have seen some. She has seen some.
And
I
I've
have
seen
some.
so many
So in your
toxic
case, like
people,
this,
but that does not mean they have a percentage of
what I would say,
toxic people.
there are some things that are super ridiculous that ladies, guys can be shitbags. I'm sorry to say.
No, some guys
Can be
are
shitbags. But
shitbags.
there are some things ladies do and you're like, why?
There's some things men do too.
You can have something, you can imagine someone asking you, so you can do it, like, let's slap you. Yeah, slap. Why?
Okay, there are some things.
I'm talking from
There are
experience.
some things you don't see. Like just be plain about
Thank
it.
God, that takes us back to the point of saying,
You understand? Just be plain. If he's going to beat
don't
you,
hurt anybody.
and then if he does, then you know that you are no more in the relationship. Pack your stuff and leave. But there are some things that you are supposed to say. You don't want to say it because you are scared. And maybe the other party is even inquisitive, like, talk to me, tell me this, that, but you are just keeping mute. You are trying to, maybe the story is kind of clumsy.
This
You
is personal for
understand?
you, right?
No?
It is beginning to sound personal.
Yeah.
How?
Like you're saying something that
No,
will
no,
Yeah.
it is, okay, I can say I've had like some experiences.
just like you asked the question that what's your source, what's this source?
So,
He is his source.
People every day.
okay,
Things
you
happen
get to
every day.
meet
You get to
different
discover.
kind of
The nature of
like the one you said
when I
about
treat people, I get to hear
this,
things.
I've met
I hear something.
someone that
I try to tell you.
she mentioned it earlier, maybe when she started the conversation, the communication, talking to someone, and then you realize that, okay, this is, I've been the one calling, okay, let me even try one day, today, let me be off. And then you are waiting for the call to come in, like, call, the day passed, call. Then the following day, the call still didn't come in. Then you like, and then you now see a text. It's an experience actually. Okay, let me just say the way actually happened. I was seeing this girl and I wanted to travel. Told her I was traveling on so date. I would return so date. I left. When I got there, she never texted or asked how it went. I called to let her know, okay, I arrived safely, this, we talked. Then the following day, I decided not to call because I already told her the moment I'll be back on Monday business. So I returned on Monday. She never called. You understand? So I now decided not to call. But then I now saw a text. Like the third day. Like, what's wrong? Did I do anything to offend you? You understand? I was pissed. Yes, I was furious. And I'm this kind of person. If I'm burning inside, I'll let it out. So the moment I saw the text, I just picked up my phone, called that question. Yes. you did something wrong. I told you I was traveling, blah blah blah. You never called. Till my return, you never called. And then you're sending me a text to ask if you did something wrong. Like, this is, and it has happened, I've done that, I did that to test her, like, I did it the first time, that was the second time. Like, why is it that I have to be the one doing the calling or the text? You get, already it's a red flag.
Yeah, I think that's also a red flag
Please,
for me.
You get,
one minute, see, we cannot conclude this one is a red flag. You know why? If she was doing it before and she stopped, then it's a red flag. If she's the kind of person that does, I don't, she doesn't say. She does it before, like she calls normally before. She calls before, but she stopped calling.
no, it's not like she calls, she can call like today, or tomorrow.
You're always doing the
Oh,
calling.
you understand? But I'm consistent. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, me,
You
I think I'll
understand?
get to the point where I can't take it. If I'm trying to keep up on
No, we have a
keeping up on
strategy.
communication,
And me,
Stop.
my strong hold in a relationship, communication, understanding.
Like communication,
Facts.
understanding is very
But
important.
what I'm saying is, see, if you are the kind of person that you're already used to her not calling that, but it still doesn't change. It still doesn't change anything about how you guys do. Like, I've been with.
Close up the door so you don't break it.
She told me that she doesn't like.
You can't read.
And I have to respect. Truth, yes. Call her at work, call her in church, call her. I know the time she closes for the day, so we only talk like. And it could be the other way around. Like, personally, I think that it doesn't mean we are not strong enough. Like, stronger than me. I'm different. Yes.
I think your senior is different. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, me, I don't even like you to call me morning till night because we're dancing. No, like, we all go to work. We all go to work. No, we all go to work. We have things to do. Don't call me. If you call me, you're annoying me. But then, like, I like you to call me maybe at night when we are done, and then I'll talk to you following morning. No problem. So, but when I'm keeping communication, I'm trying to talk to you, I'm always the one calling you, and then you're always giving me the attitude like, why am I, like, as if I can't just say I'm not calling, like, without talking to you, I will die. Oh, but the day I will stop calling you, the day I will stop calling you, be sure, because I know how to do it, but just that, there's something about when you're in a relationship, you want to, what's the word, there's compromise, you want to do this thing because, like, yes. I tell people, I don't chat to everybody, but if we're friends and I try my best to always keep up communication. But that does not mean that the day we mess up, I will not just drop my phone. Like, I have 200 and how many messages they are not responding to. And then I'm talking to you guys, you come and start doing, you're busy. Are you mad? No, it's annoying. No, it's very, very annoying. Like, you don't know, people make these compromises just because they are either in a relationship with you, they are dating you, they are friends, they are family, and then you want to make them look stupid. I think we start talking about this. That's why I say be specific about things that get you really irritated. Like me, I like communication. I talk a lot. Like Mara's talk does not just start from nowhere. I like to talk and I like to give details. So if I'm giving a detail about, I'm trying to talk to you, oh my day was like this, or my day, that's how you know that I'm unhappy. When I stop saying things the way I'm supposed to. When you ask me, Amara, how are you? And I say fine. Amara, did you go to school? No. Like you know that this is not me. Like unless you are just there. But people should be specific and you should know what you expect from your relationship. You should define what you see as care. You should define what you see as attention. Like I just say, you should know what the red flags are. You should know what these deal breakers are for you. And don't get involved. And when you start identifying them, like she said, run. Like if you can carry me, like maybe I was blind or maybe I was wearing my tinted glasses. I felt like I was too in love or maybe I felt like I've painted this picture of what love should be. But I think we should start or try our best to start taking off those, we should start removing the tinted glasses so that we can actually see things the way they are. So you don't tell me that, yes, because you're working and because you guys are, no, it's normal. You are working, it's normal thing everybody do, but not when you're supposed to talk to me, start giving me excuses. Please now, I'm acting like a messy. I'm actually going to the conference, so I'm going to the conference. Yeah, I'm going to the conference.
That's dead.
No, guys, but you push me.
Now it's beginning to talk to guys.
No, guys, it's not a generic one. No, I'm not saying guys.
You know the context of
breakfast that you ate. Like, tell me about it.
Sit upright, sit upright.
Wait, is it breakfast? I thought we have a topic now. We already have a topic. It's a topic I want to talk about.
Okay, talk about the topic. Talk about the topic because now they move everything to relationship and the eyes are covering your relationship. Yeah, let's hear.
About the topic. I was telling my colleague of mine, okay, I schooled with him, about taking off rose petals and like seeing things the way they are, not being. It's something I make conscious efforts to do like that every day because of my profession, because of the kind of decisions I always have to make in my profession. It's the kind of decisions in which you cannot let circumstances to influence your decision making. You cannot let things you see for instance, there's something that happened when I was doing my housemanship. Two people were wielding emergency, two of them bleeding. One person was the assailant, the armed robber. The other person was the victim. Now, shortly after, the victim bled out and died. The assailant was still alive. We were walking in A&E. Now, the police were hanging around. The police were still hanging around. We noticed the police were still hanging around. That's when my senior colleagues got to know that the person we are fighting for is the assailant, and the victim is dead. How do you want to keep up? How do you want to work with? How do you want to fight for this guy with everything you have? For instance, the way we fight for, let's say, children, a child who is bleeding, or let's say a pregnant woman who is bleeding, the way you run for blood, the way you just fight, are you going to fight with that same intensity for an assailant whose victim is dead? Are you going to? Sometimes how I deal with this, how I try to deal with these things, to try not to know too much about the situation. For instance, a girl came on Wednesday. The girl came to where I work, and she was in shock. I asked her if she was sexually active. She said she was sexually active. But a young girl, 18 years, sexually active. It was looking like an ectopic pregnancy. It's a serious thing. She was bleeding inside. So when already I don't want to ask her things like, do your parents know? Is the guy prepared to marry you? Is the guy prepared to do this, do that? All those questions. Nurses like asking that question top just. But the minute you delve into these personal issues, I just want as much information as is necessary for me to make a good decision, to make professional decisions. As soon as you get into these personal details and everything, the way you practice is just skewed. It's biased, it's skewed. You won't see the thing the way you're supposed to see. So that's how the topic relates to me. That's how it relates to me most of the time.
Yeah, I think when I got into I studied philosophy. So the first thing I was told in philosophy class was to take away conceit or whatever we knew like in the past. And that's the only way you can actually work better or learn philosophy, because if I took religion, everything is about religion, and then I'm learning about Thales and Alexander and I learned about Karl Marx. There's certain things that are really maybe against my religion principle and all that, but coming into that space with the same mindset will restrict you from doing some kind of things. The same with the doctor. Doctors only that having a level of understanding or knowledge about something could actually make you or stop you from actually acting in the right way. So basically we have to think about acting right, what is right to do part time and giving moment. So that's what you're trying to say. So really you think you don't have anything else to say when it comes to chopping breakfast? Because I just hope you get like this when you tell us the last time.
How do you begin this one?
I think you're not being God, please. But really, yeah. So, someone said something. When you know when the reason why most of your friends, the one that kept going back to the very violent relationship, is she is she independent?
She says she is.
She said,
We don't know her.
she's not independent.
Define independent.
She's not independent. Do you think you're a good friend to your friend? You were a good friend to your friend. If she's still your friend, do you think you're a good friend? Where? You are partnering her. By good. By good. I know, no. You don't have to be the devil.
I think in our own case, see, we are the product of what we've seen, what we've passed through and things like that. For me now, some of them are thinking I'm strong as I am not. I came from a space of, I was a fat guy, I was a fat
Good
kid.
guy, actually.
I was a fat kid, and because I was a fat kid, I saw the two sides of discrimination and bullying and all of those. I have seen it like hardcore, I saw it hardcore. I was very fat and I had to experience all of those things. So growing up, I tried to be a better person, work out, mingle with people. I knew some answers then, and I don't have the confidence to even stand up and say it. Because when you say, sit down, big all those things, or big or whatever. So I grew up from that space, and I grew up from the space of people judging me without even knowing it. I have a tough face, so they say, that guy, what is like that? I don't even talk outside. I started talking how many years ago? Just recently. I don't talk, I don't, working out and everything will give me this kind of confidence. Not until I started using the fat and all, I didn't have the confidence to talk about it. So whatever you see people turning out to do today is a product of what they've done. So back to your question, if I was good, I was really, really good. I am not saying I'm perfect, but I can assure you.
You know what I'm asking? You know why we have therapists, right?
Yeah.
You know why we have psychologists, you know why we have friends that we can actually talk to. A friend of mine asked me, and ever since she asked me that question, I've been seeing it. She asked me, do you have an accountability partner? It's a very important question. It could work in any way, maybe in your mental health, your emotional, financial, and whatsoever. So having an accountability partner is very important. And since I've been thinking about maybe me losing an accountability partner that I had, or the effect of not having this person in my space, and that's what you were supposed to be for your friend. Because I asked you whether you were good to this friend, because you said your friend was going through this kind of situation, and then she kept going back to the same person. Let's take for instance, what if maybe you're supposed to be in that space to help her come out of that situation? Force her into seeing a therapist. Make her understand that, oh, this thing you're killing yourself over is not love. I feel like maybe you didn't do, I'm not, sorry God, I'm not judging you. Maybe I feel like you didn't do so much. I feel like you didn't do a lot. Your friends continue. Like, she kept going back and she kept collecting the beatings and slap like that. And she's coming back to you crying. I feel like you didn't tell her enough. I feel like you didn't love her so much as a friend. I feel like you didn't do certain things to this friend. Because, Aaron, don't laugh, because I know that maybe you have a friend and I don't expect you to not to. Don't laugh at what I'm saying, because it's important. You need to tell this friend that she needs an actual life. Maybe I'm talking from experience. Yes, maybe I'm talking from experience. She needs to have an actual life. She needs to be independent. Independence, not in the light that you need to prove a point to your boyfriend that, oh guy, you broke my heart. Girl, you broke my heart, and because you broke my heart, if I don't buy Benz and make a meeting cost.
Okay, this is how I answer that. I think the space of my work, I am a chiropractor, and I get to talk to people at length. This, that, and those, even on personal basis. I think I will start adopting what he said. I should not be involved in, like,
That's nice advice.
I really would. But the bulk of what I do is I have to ask them questions. In our own case, trust me, there's nothing we can do to someone that has gotten so used to that lifestyle. You can imagine having to talk to someone one-on-one, and at every chance she has, she pinches like you want to punch her, you want to beat her. There's nothing you can do about it, honestly. Unless she sees it shrink, yeah. If she doesn't, it's still going to keep being that way. It went to a point that I told you she ran away from home one night. She did something and she expected when I come back I would flog her, I would beat her. But I came back smiling. So she ran away. So what do you expect me to do? I have shown her love more than, I don't know. I think I've tried my bit. I was looking for her midnight, up and down.
Maybe you don't have the capacity to make it work.
Define capacity.
No.
You don't maybe
No,
no.
Mara.
Capacity could be you need a therapist. That's the thing. You don't have to do it.
Mara, you don't exactly. No, you
Hold
don't.
on.
No, you don't.
He does not have the capacity.
She doesn't want out.
No,
That's the point. You don't know. She doesn't want out.
Mara, see, this person.
Let me
this person
this
is
one is
describing
like
it. Really?
It's a psychological
Enough when you say she doesn't want to.
I believe she doesn't want
No,
out.
no,
I
you
believe
don't
she
believe
doesn't.
like that. When there's so many people going through abuse, and until they guy, I have one
I'm supposed to be that consolation for her.
No, that's what I have worked with women who have undergone domestic abuse. A lot of them believe they've got this mindset that these things they deserve it. is things that are normal, there are things that are supposed to happen to them. No. By the time you sit them down and let them understand, take them through a process. It's a winning process.
Wait, no,
They do
see,
not know.
IJ, he strikes me as someone who has done that. He strikes me as someone who has done that.
Done what?
What you're describing, he strikes me as someone who has tried his best. But you see those kind of people, she's dysfunctional. The person you're describing is a dysfunctional person already. She needs help. There's nothing much he can do. There's nothing much he can do.
It's not in his head.
It's not in his
You
hand,
need to
sorry.
refer her to somewhere.
When you asked me if she was independent, I said she believes she is. I have psychologist friends, plenty of them. Here in Akure, I've told her severally. I said she doesn't need a friend. What do I do? So at the point I couldn't take anymore, she has to use the door. I'm sorry.
The door.
Chineke God.
Because it's hard. It's not easy. Like, see, you know, I'm a
I
person.
feel judged.
That's I told God. No, sorry. That's I told God, Father Lord, I'm not joking.
I know.
Yes, I'm not joking. Like, I want to hear it. Like, I want you to really tell me. But the point is this, see,
They do it musculoskeletal things.
people, how do I explain this?
Are you done?
We've created lots of pictures about kind of like me. You see me, Mara, like, you know, growing up, I don't know about every other person. I have fantasized a lot about kind of like from how I want my space to be, the kind of house I want to live, the kind of person I want to marry, the kind of car I want to, like everything. Like I keep telling when people talk about religion, I keep telling people, don't pay attention to a guy who has so much when it comes to money and all. See, I like kind people, I like people, I need a lot of things from people, and I keep saying the kind of guy I want, the kind of family I want to have, all of these things are very important to me. These are the kind of things that, you know, I'm going to be convinced. No, you're not. You know I'm going to be convinced. So forget it. So I have my specific expectation, and kindness is one of it. So some people it's just there. To some people it's simple. To some people, it's just there. It's not money. But that's for me. That's one thing. My number one in my list. And then I need to continue to remind myself that this is the kind of person I want. This is me. This is me. My tinted glasses, my rose-colored glasses. I have my rose-colored glasses. I want a guy that is kind. Then I keep reminding myself that this is happening. This is the guy I want. And then I move on. I tell myself that, okay, I'm not a perfect person. I make my mistakes. Maybe this guy that I met is not a perfect person. He makes mistakes. So we should not actually. The point I'm trying to make is that there is no perfect person. Uncle, you know, you've been telling us how you don't lie. You know what does you tell us?
That doesn't mean I'm perfect. I have my social biases too.
This guy said, what are the things you
I
say
really
you don't do?
feel like him saying he doesn't lie.
Aaron.
Yes,
Aaron.
I feel it's contradictory.
I've tried.
Because I believe, of course, it's free. Because, sorry, I didn't say it well. I
You've
believe
lied,
that you
yes.
lied.
See, one thing is, there is an age you get to, and some things don't, I don't know how to put it now, they don't work again for you. If you have lied all your life and you are still on the point, why would you have to continue doing that? If you have been cheating and you are still on that one point, why do you have to continue
I
doing
do
it?
have a question for you. Do you ever think that this your truth, like the way you say your truth, do you ever think that comes off as rude?
Comes out good.
Comes off as rude sometimes, or what's the word? Oh fuck shit, I forgot it. Not assertive. Aside being blunt,
Harsh.
nonchalant, like not caring.
No.
Not caring as so. So you're blunt, but you lie.
He's not as blunt as I am.
But you like.
So what's the definition of blunt?
Blunt is to
Being
say
blunt
the
is not
things.
You don't
You don't sugarcoat. You say it the way they are.
Did you want to say detached?
Blunt.
Did you want to say him being detached?
I think now I get our picture, but no, the answer is no to that. I'm not nonchalant. I don't know why you keep using nonchalant. I'm not nonchalant. We have seen it. Well, let me just keep short.
I want to open my mind enough to accommodate what he's trying to say. I don't just want to look at him and say you're lying, but I want to open my mind enough, but still, it's just not working. It's not working because
See, when you've gotten to a point that you've seen it all, now nothing becomes new to you. Nothing becomes
extra to you. There's nothing extra. We have seen it all.
Okay,
We
you
have
seen
seen
it
it.
all anyways. No problem.
Trust me when I say.
But I've not seen it all.
We have seen
I've not
it all.
seen it all.
Even
You've
these
seen
people
it
that
all.
went to travel out of space, they never seen
Mr. John, they don't know. They don't know. Who doesn't know?
Honestly, if we're going to
seen
be
it all.
realistic, nobody will ever see it all, even after they die. Honestly, do you know how vast this world is? This earth alone, there's so many spheres, so many levels.
There are some things. There are some things that I learned from everybody. I've learned a lot from this gathering today. I've learned a whole lot from here. And part of what I've learned today is to not think what I've seen others have seen, or their experiences or their standards are my standards. People don't see things so, auntie.
Yes, now of
Yeah.
course, everybody
So
has
take it
seen
that way.
things, but they've not seen everything.
Shami, I support your point. We have not seen everything. Shebi, you dropped breakfast yesterday. Content, you say, oh, the guy broke my hand. I don't see everything.
Has he?
You connected your house. Somebody, your house burns because the house burns.
Guy, you
Have
can
you
chop
experienced-
breakfast from
Guy.
Bomb Boy
Wait,
A.
I want to hear
Meat
I wanted
Boy
to create,
B.
like,
The breakfast
there are medical
is
issues
what
you've not
Bomb Boy A.
experienced. There are financial issues you've not experienced. There are political issues you've not experienced. There are things, economic issues you've not experienced.
Be sure.
So, like,
You cannot be sure.
can you give me one? Have you experienced
cannot be
hemorrhage? Have you? Is it hemorrhage you call it?
Internal bleeding.
Bleeding. Yeah, women go through.
Yes.
Have you
Have you
experienced?
experienced it?
Thank God for the guy.
That's a gender something.
That's the only point you guys
It's a gender something.
Maybe that's the only guys are saying, but I want you to understand that nobody can tell me that they've experienced everything.
There's things that I go through as a woman that my fellow women, some of my fellow women can't even relate to. Because recently I was having these mad cramps. Only I and my dad were around. My dad was like in panic mode. Why? His wife didn't go through that. So he didn't even know what to do. Imagine a woman you've lived with over 30-something years and you don't know what to do because this is new. Now imagine if I was like my sisters who also have painless periods like my mom. My dad didn't do it. And how old is
Yeah,
he?
don't come and talk down my lived experiences. My lived experiences are different from yours. Yours is different from hers, and that's it. Even though you've gone through the worst cases or gone through a lot of things that are bad, it doesn't
There will
mean
be
that
lesser
there are-
cases
there are
too
lesser
that you
things
don't-
you've
you can't
experienced.
relate to.
And there are people who have gone through things that are even worse than yours, but they don't talk about it or you don't know about it. Okay, so that's how I
If they have a platform like this, they will say the same thing. They will tell you they've seen things.
Yes, they've seen things. Everybody has seen things, but you can't see everything.
It's always generalizing it.
Everything.
No, it's not just for me.
anything.
Whatever I say is for me. The not lying part for me. The seeing it all is for me. Trust me. When it comes to
You
relationship,
know, all is
we have
general.
seen.
All is all encompassing.
Now, to some of you now, what I said about the lady that still enjoys their visit, to some it is new. Or they've not seen it one-on-one. They've not heard it one-on-one.
To summarize this thing, so that some people, because they're already cutting their eyes, they want to eat. So, no, like, not for doctor, thank God, I'm not for doctor. So,
He
I want
knows
to
himself.
summarize by
You have not said
saying
anything today.
that, Gilly, you have something to say, your voice is not heavy. Steph, you're always be calling people's names.
I've been videoing ever since.
What, you want to tell us something, or you want to tell us that you're the camera woman? Which one do you want to tell us? You have to tell us something.
No, she didn't contribute enough.
You must have something to say.
Tell us about your cake.
It's been a while, so I can't remember
How about the ones you said?
You asked about our ex. Did you?
What did you say?
Did you ask about ex?
Yeah,
Our
he
ex.
said it's been a long while.
Did you ask her about her ex? Did you? Do you know for some people, at a phase of their life, they wipe it off. Do you know?
Yeah.
I am that kind of guy. How about that?
And I think I'm the same person too. And it's
You
very
wipe it
bad.
off.
Just,
It's
I
bad,
don't-
yes.
I don't want to do it.
And to
but-
some people here, you are
I don't
hearing
have
that for the
evil
first time
spirit,
again.
but I think
I know they
such
do,
people,
but I
people
know
like
they
us, people like us, we try our best. We try to make it work, right? We are good people, like we are good, we don't lie, according to me. We are good, but by the time we are done, we've tried and there's nothing else we can do. And we finally say, oh yes, we are letting it go. Gradually, if you don't take us like
We wipe it off,
just
honestly.
go.
Sorry, I need to understand this wiping off.
What do you mean?
Yes.
Okay, this
You
is
know
how
the
it is.
memories like.
You know, in Nigeria universities
You know that this
today,
person, okay, he's trying to.
in Nigerian
Like you
universities
delete
today, most of us, we read to pass. 3-4 days after that, not in your field, I'm a lecturer, not in your field, not in my field, not in some fields here. But for most of us, while we were in school, after passing that course, I'm sorry, ask us again, it's done. You've forgotten it. I grew up with that mindset. Anything that I experience dissatisfaction, honestly, I wipe it off.
I know. I'm trying to understand this concept of wiping off. Is it to not remember at
Honestly,
all?
I wipe it. You can remember. I put it in my past so much that I don't even remember the details.
Okay,
I
it's
can't
not the
say
kind of thing that can just
12
randomly pop
o'clock,
up in your mind.
12 o'clock Saturday, she did this. I don't do that. If someone that offended me in the past, I can just say she did this. She stole from me. She cheated me. I can't tell you. I was very.
It can be too far, like it can be too extreme, like it can be extreme because you sometimes feel like you're mean and wicked. You know, like you're wicked. People like you're just trying to live a normal life now, but then because this person is not used to the fact that oh this girl will just forget me like that. No, but what I do, I try my best not to start hating or start getting angry because of what happened. The moment I
That was
start
why you
hating,
thought I'm nonchalant.
the moment I start hating, the moment I start, the day I give up on you and I'm hating, and you know that's when everything is.
We have a mutual friend. His name is Idris. If Idris wants to tell you a story from 10 years ago, he will tell you the clothes he's wearing. I'm putting on the blue clothes, 12 o'clock or 12:45.
Actually, that stuff, that kind of stuff in my memory, I don't know, this whole you guys style, I don't know how, that's not how my person is. For something that happened 4 years ago, 5 years ago, because usually I listen to music a lot, so I can remember down to the song I was listening to and what I could smell at that time. Like that's how my memory is. So this guy, the thing baffle me sometimes.
Our memories are not messed up.
Because you mentioned this.
Mara, maybe I should tell her.
That is how I now know that I have healed.
Mara, let me tell her.
Because
Our memories are not messed up. We chose.
exactly, that's what I'm just saying. The way I am,
We chose to wipe
the way
it.
I am.
We can do the blue shirt, level 30. We can do the blue.
Are you highly sensitive? Are you a highly sensitive person?
Yes.
Probably that's why you are keeping those things.
It's not like I'm keeping it. It's not like I'm keeping it. I can just be on the road.
I can't do it.
I'm already.
That's
I
something
can be
like
walking
that.
on the road like this. I want song from how many years ago?
The song now bring you back to that time.
I will just remember how.
No, it doesn't mean that.
It's just like my memory just brings it back. That's how
We
I
that we are working
know
now.
I think about it and I don't feel bad.
There's a difference between sensitive and highly sensitive. It's different.
Hey, this one, I need
Plus me,
After you get jealousy and I need jealous. I don't understand. This one,
Because I can't deal with what you're going through because my kind of personality, when I'm bothered, when something is going, when something is wrong with me, it gets to my heart, like my mind, and then I'll start losing weight. I can't eat. Like it affects me a lot. So the only way I can actually move on is to forget about
no, that's the thing. Now, let me explain something. All these things, all these things that have happened to you here, when my own breakfast happened, dearly beloved in Christ, these things that I was having palpitations, my chest, I couldn't breathe. This was just before camp. I was weighing used to eat.
Yeah, before camp.
I was like 6 kg by the time I lost weight.
I understand you, my dear, but my dear.
But now I'm topping up back.
I'm happy for you. I want to be like you actually. Because the only way I can actually move is to forget. Because my sister will always say, so when it comes to my studies, I pay attention to my food. There's nothing you can do that will stop me from studying. When it comes to my health, the way like book cannot make me reduce weight. Rather, I will get fat. And you see me, I'll be looking very beautiful. Stress coming from work will not even get to me. But the moment it gets to my heart, it's a big problem. Then you see me losing weight, you see me being like not eating, like I can't nothing like nothing gets me. So the only way I can help myself.
What if you do me one no job? Sorry.
Ordinary things that happen
do me
to my
one no
life,
job.
things that affect me. So it's not about relationship. Me, it doesn't only reduce to relationships. Things that have to do with family, loved ones, friends, like you lost a friend, something happened to your mom, you didn't get this or not. particular amount of money you're looking for, all those things can actually get to me and then you're hitting you. So the only way I can actually move on, IG, is not for me to remember something that happened 4 years ago. No, I can't do it.
It's like Snapchat flashback.
Are you serious?
We don't subject ourselves to that. I can't subject myself to that. I think you're an alien. You feel like an alien. You can't relate to anything this morning. What's going on? Are you an alien?
Come for personal tutorials.
So we teach you.
Yeah, you teach me.
Because of some situations there. Because of the situations attached there.
So guys, something that is very important from our conversation. The colored glasses is based on the definition I have here, is an unduly idealistic, optimistic, sentimental or wistful perspective on or about something. You got the definition, we read here. That's the general definition of what it means. So you have to control that narrative. I don't know if I should use the word narrative, but you have to be aware of the circumstances. You have to be aware of your dreams, and then see that you make them work if they are really important to you. You have to look at your capacity, and you have to be aware of your environment. You have to project what is important to you and let go of what is not important. So if you have a dream of getting a jet or buying a jet in this life, work towards getting a jet. Not telling me that you don't like struggle, you don't want to work, or then you want to buy a jet. How do you do it? Your dreams should not be actualized. You want a guy, you want to date a guy that looks very handsome, he's tall, he has a black car, but then you're always in your room, like some people, like some us, you're always in your house, you're not going outside. I do the same house, but you want to marry a guy that has St. Jacob's Hotel. How does that work? So how the guy see you? I don't know, you come to your house and find. So you need to actually make your dreams realistic and not just allow them to end as ideas in your mind. I think that's where I should end. Do we have something because some people are hungry or I should go and start talking about food?
Well, you should talk about food though.
We can be eating and still gisting, but this is the end of the conversation officially.